Okay, I've only got 6 minutes. That's like telling me just to give an introduction, those of you that know me. But I'm going to talk about something a little more serious today, and that's about forgiving what we can't forget, which is a very, very difficult thing to do for many of us who've been hurt deeply in some way or another by our families, by our children. And I'm sure in very many ways, many of you have experienced this. Maybe not this particular thing, but I just want to say first, I was praying this morning and this popped into my head. A lot of things Martin Luther King Jr. says that really get me. And this one, forgiveness is not an occasional act. It is a permanent attitude. So once you get it, keep it, because you can use it in every place you go. So one of the hardest things I did, just quick, I've only got 6 minutes, which I'm really worried about. Thank you, Greg. Yep. One of the hardest things when I was living in Brisbane to do in my life or in anyone's life is to grieve for someone close to us who is still alive. Now that's really hard to get your head around a bit. Forgiveness is a gift from God. He gave it to us when he died for us on the cross. He gave that gift to us. And many of us have been hurt. And we need to reach into our hearts and pull that gift out that the Lord has given us, because it's there to use. Don't ignore it, because many of us have been hurt in some way or another. But from personal experience, just a little rundown, most of you know anyway. The day my daughter and her family got into the car and drove away out of my life for reasons I really couldn't get my head around. My life just crumbled before me as I made it to my bed. That's as far as I could get, for at least 2 months. Just wallowing in self-pity, not eating, no shower, forget it, no washing hair, which is my favourite thing. And I'm sure the grease in my hair stuck to those pillows and they just wouldn't free up. But a dear friend came and pulled me out of my bed, and the sheets literally walked to the machine. On their own, she said, "Let's get out of here, man. Let's stop this." And that's how I ended up in Newcastle. Now, that was 13 years ago. And I am still waiting for the ever-longing phone call from her. So after 13 years, it just never came. And that's when I gave my heart and my aching soul to Jesus. I spent time with a Christian therapist from the granary who taught me about forgiveness. She introduced me to Matthew 11:28, which I've never forgotten. "Come to me, all you who labour and are heavy with ladens, and I will give you rest." That is his gift, and I love that. "I am gentle and lowly in heart. My yoke is easy and my burden is light." Faye, could you just give me up that? Yep. I've just got something a little bit different here too, of course. I'd find something a little bit different. How are we going? How are we going for time? All right, we're doing good. Thank you. Now, you might wonder what I've got here. This is a bag of potatoes that haven't been cooked yet, so they're very, very heavy. So what I'm telling you is, you've got to get rid of this burden. We're carrying it around and we're carrying it everywhere, and we're saying to everyone, "Oh, I'm so laden down with this burden. I'm so laden down with it." And look, it's easy to get over. It's easy to get over. All you do is you pick them up, you count them for all the non-forgiveness you've given people that have really hurt you, and then you chuck them. Forget it. It's finished. You have forgiven them, and you are forgiven. After all, isn't that why Jesus died on the cross for us? He suffered so much. I often look at the crucifixion and think, would I be able to deal with that? That pain, that torment, and all, no way. I just don't think I could. And yes, anyway, this lady at the granary taught me firstly to forgive myself for whatever I had done to make my family turn away from me, and I'm still not absolutely sure why, and forgive them for hurting me. But I also have to forgive me. So before I can forgive them, I have to clear my slate. And I have to stop weeping and crying and, where are my children? Why have they deserted me? I have to stop. So I prayed on it and prayed on it. I forgave myself first for whatever it was, and I'm sure I was a pretty bad mum because I was a drug addict at some stage, and I kicked that, and then I've been married 3 times, forget it. And sometimes to get your life back on track, you have to face the death of what you thought your life would be, because it ain't like that anymore, baby. It just ain't. And let go of what isn't so you can grab hold of what can be. Thank you, Linda. She's already said that today. God has a good plan for each of us, but it's probably not going to look like anything like you thought it would be, how you designed your life. It's not like that anymore. There's too many stones thrown at you. There's too much pain. There's too much hate. People whinge and whinge and whinge. And I was a very big whinger. I'm glad to see you kissing her. That's lovely. That makes me feel good. There you go. Oh, that's wonderful. Anyway, God has, not to forget through all of this, that God has a good plan for each and every one of us. It doesn't matter if we're cleaning toilets or we're doing a very important job. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter to me because I've put that away right in the back of my head. And quite honestly, I don't even think of my daughter anymore or my grandchildren. I just think of my friends, of David and Lorraine, who've saved my life on a couple of occasions, and people that really love me and care about me. And the best thing I've got to give back is this. Totally this. My heart. And I pray that my heart is clean. And I pray that I'm not dragging those jolly potatoes everywhere I go. And like I'm so little, so I'm walking like this. No good. Doesn't work, doesn't work. Anyway, let's bring it down closer to the crucifixion, which we're getting very close to. And I don't know about you, but watching that just reduces me to nothing. And after all God suffered on the cross for us, his very last words were, and we all know them, "Please forgive them, Father. They know not what they do." Now, if he can say that, why are we not doing it? Why aren't we doing it? We've all got a heart. People hurt everybody. family, just people are nasty, forget it. Put them in a bag and boil them. And then you can eat them with a bit of butter and a bit of sour cream, and it just takes away you walking forever like this. You're not doing it anymore, and I'm not doing it anymore. So that's all that I can say. I think I've done enough. Have I reached the 6 minutes? And just for a moment, please, if you could just stop and quieten your heart and just look at what Jesus just did for us all the time. All the time. Thank you.